I'm Eric Clark, your commercial real estate certified commercial investment member and business broker. Today, we're going to discuss the top 10 questions that property owners in the greater Atlanta MSA region are asking when selling their property. I really believe this segment will give you a broader understanding and insight into the process you will go through as you sell your property. So let's begin this Q&A session. Question number one, most asked: what's the value of my land or my commercial property? Well, the value of your property is going to be dependent upon several factors like zoning, road frontage, utilities, your access, comparable land sales, and current buyer demand. I offer a no obligation property evaluation or a broker's opinion of value using real time market data and my 30 years of experience in land sales. So let's schedule a consultation, help you get a clear professional opinion of your property's true market value. Question number two: who is the best agent to sell my land here in the greater Atlanta area? Well, I'm very biased, but you do want an agent that will maximize the value of your property. Remember, you only have one time to sell your property. It's a very important decision. So you're looking for a specialist in the greater Atlanta market in this MSA area who understands commercial land sales. I help property owners sell their property faster and also receive top dollar, combining local insights and marketing analysis, marketing exposure through my global platform that I have through eXp Commercial. I've worked with landowners all throughout the state and developers and investors to strategically position themselves and close deals in the region. So let's talk about how I can bring added value to you. I'd greatly enjoy that. Question number three: how do I sell my land? How do I sell my commercial property? All right, well, here are the basic steps. First and foremost, you want to get a market analysis of your property or broker's opinion value. Two, you want to determine best use of the property, zoning. Three, wants to prepare the property. You want to get a survey, have a legal description, maybe some aerial photos. Four, market the property aggressively to targeted buyers. That's a very important strategy. And then you're going to negotiate and manage the due diligence process with your buyer. You need somebody who can walk you through that process, keep your buyer accountable through the process. And lastly, you're going to have legal representation and title work support as you go through the process. I can guide you through every one of these steps, from the valuation to the closing, to make sure as much as possible, it's as stress-free as possible. There can be some stress, but you have to trust the process. Question number four: should I list with a commercial agent or a residential agent to sell my commercial land? Remember, selling commercial land develops a different sales requirement strategy. There's different valuation methods, buyer networks that are different than residential homes. And as a commercial land specialist, I focus 100% on the land, the zoning, the entitlements, and invest in knowing what the investor, the developer will pay and what they have to go through. I'm not involved in selling homes and condos. I specialize in land. So that means choosing someone like myself, you get representation that will give you better results. It's very important. Question number five: what taxes will I pay if I sell my land? Great question. Land sales may trigger capital gain tax, but there are strategies to minimize and or defer such taxes, like 1031 exchanges. How you go about structuring the deal is also important. I collaborate with CPAs and 1031 exchange intermediaries to help clients make informed decisions before they actually sell their property. Let's explore the best financial outcome for you in your situation. Selling your land may be the first of many transactions, and I can walk you through each of them. Question number six: how long will it take to sell my property? Everybody wants to know that. Well, it just depends. It depends upon your property, the type, the price point, who the buyer is, the buyer demand, so many variables. Properties priced right may sell quickly, maybe within a month or two. Otherwise, to go through the entitlements, piece of property, it could take 14, 18, 20 months possibly, depending upon the property and who the end user is and what the county will or will not allow. But you want to understand that process from day one. I can help you get there, give you a clear, honest timeline, and help you manage your expectations as you go through this market analysis and this market strategy. Question number six: What should I do before I sell my land? Start with these few simple steps. One, gather your deed, find your survey if you have one, get the tax parcel information out. If you're in an agricultural, if your property is zoned agriculture, you want to understand what time period you're in that process, and you want to get this information out. You want to clean up your boundaries if you can. If you're able to do so, that's always a wonderful thing to do. And consult with me. I will help you prepare everything that you need so that the buyers can see the value, allowing the buyer to be as efficient as possible, helping you to get to the finish line and to get to the closing in a timely manner. That's always the goal. These things take time, and you want to do your due diligence and get everything in order. So question number 8, how do I know if my property can be developed? Development depends upon many different things: the zoning, soil, access points, utilities, road developments that are maybe taking place in the county plans, etc. I will help you perform, and I'll do a study that will allow you to determine your property's best and highest use based upon analysis to help you better understand, who's going to come and buy my property. It might be sold for residential, might be sold for multifamily, single family, could be used for commercial pads, might be for a nice retail shopping center. It all depends. And knowing what the developers and the buyers and the investors will pay is very important. And I bring that expertise to you to help you maximize that asset. We only have one time to sell the property. Question number 9, do I need to have a survey or an appraisal? A recent survey is highly recommended. It will confirm the acreage, access, and easements. A recent survey will account for the acreage that will be used to sell the property based upon the acreage price. And appraisals are not required. However, they're nice to have, but I like to start with what I call a broker's opinion of value. I can do that analysis for you and provide that to you and give you real-time analysis of what your property value is worth. Remember, surveys are normally the cost of the seller. And so this is something to consider. Question number 10, our last question of the day. How much does it cost to sell my property? There's no upfront cost for you to sell your property. You will not be paying a broker, anybody that represents you, until there's an actual closing. And that's when the broker will be paid. I'll outline for you all the potential costs. You'll have a closing attorney, so there are no surprises. And should be no surprises throughout the process. So I trust this Q&A session has been beneficial to you. To discuss it further with me, please contact me directly. We can begin to go through an evaluation process for you, your property. We'll share market analysis, allow you to share with me your goals and your concerns, what you want to do, what your timetables are, all of which will enable you to be a better, more informed property owner, ultimately allowing you to make a really wise, smart real estate decision. So for more information, reach out to me, Eric Clark. You can reach me at eric.clark@expcommercial.com. And you can reach me at my phone number, 770-878-7334. I trust this has been of added value for you today. If you enjoyed this, if you want more content, let me know. And until next time, Eric Clark, your go-to CRE and business broker with the CCIM Advantage. Wishing you a great day. Always remember, I truly delight in investing in land and in lives. Good day.